partner in crime, Jennifer. So named because she could climb like a monkey. She said, "I'm good. On the roof over the balcony. The OP is in position and I have a clear shot." Roger all. Carrie, you have lockdown on the front? Carrie was Shoshana's call sign, because she was batshit crazy just like the Stephen King character. Ironically, the man I was working to save had anointed both of them with their call signs, which is why they were both willing to risk their lives to free him. They loved him as much as I did. She came back.
"This is Carrie. Front is secure. But I still think this is a mistake. We should not be assaulting a church. It's bad. Bad all the way around."
I looked at Aaron and said, "Yeah, I agree. But I don't get to pick where terrorists stay. I just wipe out the nest wherever that ends up." She said,
"It's not the church itself. It's something else."
I took that in, then looked down the alley. I said, "You want to help here? I think I have your bad feeling, too." She said nothing on the net. Aaron whispered, "Good call. The front is facing the tourists. She's not needed out there. Get her in play." Through a combination of means, we tracked our target to the back of an old convent, tacked on to a UNESCO World Heritage Site, called the São Francisco Church. It had existed since the 16th century, with an ornate Gothic facade that now was the anchor of a square housing outdoor cafes and art galleries. The front of the church, and the square it faced, was a completely safe place for tourists in the old capital of Salvador. But just outside the light, down the cobblestone streets we were on, the predators prowled, waiting on a stray lamb to leave the lights and laughter. I took a look down the dimly lit alley, seeing the narrow confines of the ancient street snaking down the left-hand wall of the church, reconsidering whom I was asking for help. I'd left Shoshana to pull security within the crowds of tourists for a reason. Off the net, to Aaron I said, "I'm not sure that's so smart. She's better protecting us defensively, out front, away from the action." Aaron said, "Because you don't trust her offensively?" "You're damn right. She's a walking disaster. Better for Jennifer to do it." "Jennifer's on the roof. Shoshana's perfect for this, and you know it. Jennifer would be better as bait, with her blonde hair and innocence, but Shoshana's the next best thing." He turned away for a moment, then looked me in the eye, saying, "Shoshana's a killer, but she's pure. She won't do anything if it's not warranted. Honestly, I'm more concerned about you." Aaron had seen what I was capable of, and he was hitting at the core of the mission. Could I maintain control? It was a good question, because in an earlier life he'd almost killed me, and in so doing, he'd killed a friend of mine. The results hadn't been pretty. He'd seen what I was capable of when I was walking the edge, leaning way over, and now I was operating in that same zone, something he knew about. I said, "I'm good, don't worry about me, just worry about the threat." He nodded, but I could see he wasn't convinced. Shoshana came back on the net, whispering with an urgency neither Aaron nor I understood. "You feel something too, Nephilim?" Aaron grinned, and I returned it, holding up a finger before he got on the net. I said, "Yeah. But it's not because of some damn ancient church. It's because I can't get to entry. I don't want a gunfight. I need quiet, which means I need you."
"So you want me to do what?"
"Walk down this alley from the back. Expose any threat that may prevent our entry." She said nothing for a moment, then came back.
"That's what you want, me as bait?"
Aaron's eyes widened, and I saw him reaching to key his mic, him saying, "That's not how to get her to execute." I held up my hand again and beat him to the punch, saying, "Carrie, this is the threat. This is what I feel, and this is what I need." Aaron and I looked at each other, and I felt my cell phone vibrate in my pocket. Shoshana came back on and said,
"This is Carrie. I'm moving to the south of the alley. I'll be coming south to north. I'll have the light on my phone going."
I pulled out my cell, saw it was Jennifer, and realized she didn't want to talk on the open net. I held it up, then whispered to Aaron, "Tell Shoshana that all we need is to flush out any threats. We'll handle it. I don't need any crazy shit here. She just walks toward us until someone triggers, or until she reaches us without a